Hello my fellow communists, welcome back to my channel. Hi. So today I came to talk to you about basically Ben Norton and basically how he's really a hypocrite and how in a greater sense really it pokes the hole for the credibility claims that the Green Party presidential primaries were rigged. But I still believe that they should be investigated just in case, to basically see if we have all the facts or not. But, really, it basically puts a hole for the credibility of the claims. So Ben Norton, he's known for being an anti-imperialist and crap. But him in the gray zone, I'm using the gray zone as an example. Go watch Bad Empanada's video about the gray zone, how anti-Americanism is not an ideology. Go watch him and subscribe to him. He'll show you much about it. But the gray zone's all about basically, so anything that the US government denounces is basically the opposite. What they denounce is actually good. So like Ben Norton recently tweeted, those Hong Kong protesters are funded by the State Department and the CIA. No, that's bullshit, Ben. That's bullshit. Sorry, Ben, but that's bullshit. And literally, so I remember I was watching Premio Nutmeg's interview, a clip of an interview from Ben Norton. He basically tweeted out how Howie Hawkins is a soft imperialist. And I know why. Because some of his criticisms, like, when it comes to Syria, he supports, like, he kind of supports the Kurds, and he believes we shouldn't be in this shit anyways. Some of his criticisms in general. But then, Ben Norton, him in the gray zone, basically help by defending Assad, literally defending Bashar al-Assad. Like, for real. It's fucking weird, right? Yeah. But, as well as, like, when it came to the claims about Uyghur Muslims being put into these, basically, new and improved versions of internment camps, he was like, oh, that's fake, that's fake, that's fake. That's what the narrative wants to show you. So, Ben. Oh, fuck. So, Ben, really, your credibility is really being fucking affected. Because, literally, you're being a fucking apologist, for real. Next, he wants to basically, after when Soleimani was killed on an airstrike that is unlawful and we shouldn't have done in the fucking first place, and that's a good criticism to say that we shouldn't have killed Iran's top general and go into a fucking war and shit. Just because we want the fucking oil. And also, oil is not profitable. Almost not profitable. Literally. It has zero value now. Negative zero value, really. But, so, Ben, in the gray zone, want to make him a hero. Sound like he's a hero. Oh, all these criticisms are just about him are made by the fucking narrative and shit. Like, I'm just saying it as an example. I'm paraphrasing and shit. Like, when it comes to the one guest they had on, they gave him, like, softball questions like the establishment media does. They're doing the same thing like the establishment media does. Okay, for example, MSNBC and CNN prop up Joe Biden, say he's more electable and stuff like that. Ben Norton in the gray zone. Maduro, there is no crisis in Venezuela. They're just lying to you. Well, first of all, there is a crisis in Venezuela. The statistics show that. Literally, media shows how it actually, there is a fucking crisis. But the good thing they point out is about how the opposition is basically fucking every fucking thing up over there. But if you want to know more about the history of the opposition party there, go watch Bad Empanada, okay? Bad Empanada can tell you all about the Venezuelan crisis. I do not support Maduro. You can have all your opinions about Maduro. You can have an opinion about Maduro. But they even defend Russia on other things. Their Russiagate criticism is valid because they're right on that issue. But wait, let me give it over. The Russiagate criticism is valid because it's fucking fake as fuck. True. But wait, let me put it back with my 8 other fucking waters. But it's true, but literally they defend their legal annexation of Crimea. Next, Ben Norton used to be a super anti-Assadist and anti-imperialist. He still calls himself an anti-imperialist and stuff like that, and calls Howie Hawkins a soft imperialist. Bro, you are fucking ruining your credibility. I am so fucking shocked. But, really, and the same dude who made the fucking, who basically brung this issue up about how they might have rigged it, he's in my home state of fucking Maryland. He ran for governor in my state, and he was he was the nominee for Maryland's 2nd congressional district, the Green Party nominee for that district in Maryland, which I don't live in that district. I live in the 6th, David Trone's district, where John Delaney used to represent. But that's another video. But really, he used to have videos talking about how Assad is basically a crook, a dictator, all this types of shit. That's true. That's all the shit's true. Not everything, except the chemical bombings, because first of all, he gave his chemical weapons to the UN, I think it was, or was it us, the US? But then he chemical bombs his citizens, but yeah. But he used to have all that shit in Twitter, and guess what happened? Deletes everything, deletes everything, deletes everything. And next he wants to go oh, Assad's actually a good person. The Rojava shit, which is basically the Kurds and shit, oh, they're just lying to you. They're not actually helping people. Fuck them. They're actually, they whitewash everything bad about anybody. China, they whitewash the whole Uyghur problem, the Hong Kong protests. They whitewash it all. Russia, Crimea and shit, wanting to annex Ukraine, doing harmful fucking basically doing fucking unlawful human rights violations against people. Next, Iran, defending Iran, even though they're a far-right theocracy, where they're, what was his name? What is the dude's name? Oh, his name was... Oh, the Ayatollah. Where the Ayatollah can only pick the people you can vote for. For real. It literally, and Soleimani helped, basically told I think the Prime Minister of some country that was in the Middle East, that he would do a coup, he would fund and back a coup if he did not start fucking throwing machine guns at protesters or start quelling down the fucking protests. Yeah, he told the Prime Minister that. Fuck. Yeah, but really, like, it ruins their credibility even more. Next, with the whole Green Party corruption shit, I think it should just be investigated to see if it's true or not, to see that the criticisms are valid. But this shows that their credibility is fucked. So yeah, next, like, really, like, their criticisms, which was basically saying that it was rigged like the DNC primaries, where they wanted their choice, which was Halleck Hawkins, the Green Party establishment. And next, that they were rigging it against Dario Hunter, like, so Halleck Hawkins is basically like the Hillary Clinton, and Dario Hunter is the Bernie Sanders. And I know all these types of people who are like this. Their names are Jimmy Dore, the Gray Zone, Ben Norton from the Gray Zone, Nico House, Tulsi Gabbard. These three, I think they're except, I don't know if Ben Norton's a Tulsi Gabbard super fan, but Nico House and Jimmy Dore are super fans. As well as other people who are friends with Jimmy Dore. Not Kyle Clancy. Or like David Dole or Rational National. And the good thing is, from the Humanist Report, he brought up the issue to Halleck Hawkins, and he explained it as well. He basically gave the information, and I recommend you go watch that interview. And also, I recommend you go watch the Q&A where I was mentioned at, because he basically talks about it a little bit, about the corruption. Crap. If there is any corruption, and if there was, then the Green Party would be taking corporate PAC money, but the Green Party takes no corporate PAC money. Not adding up here, isn't it? Not adding up here. Yeah, but really, it pokes a hole through their claims. For real. So, like, they would do this. Okay, for example, the Gray Zone, let's say, okay, what's the example I'm going to use? It's like saying the government, the U.S. is saying, oh, COVID-19 is bad, and stuff like that. And let's say the Gray Zone, I'm not saying they said this, but let's say the Gray Zone goes like, oh, don't listen to them, that's a hoax and crap. Like, for example, the Hong Kong protests, they say it's funded by the CIA, they say it's funded by this, the State Department, the DOJ, when really there's no evidence of it. They just want to have regular rights as any type of human being wants, that they should literally have. But I'm not excusing the United States' actions, like them doing fucking coups and shit. They're the reason why the Ayatollah is fucking there in the first place. They fucking overthrow an elected official and shit from Iran. Next, because of oil interests, then appointed the Shah, and then he tried to westernize the country and do their fucking bidding so they can have the oil, so the US and the UK can keep their oil fields there. Then, next, Khomeini leads a whole revolution that overthrows the Shah, and where the Shah had to flee to have asylum. And then we had a whole hostage crisis where we, the U.S. government, under Ronald Reagan and Jimmy Carter, so Jimmy Carter tried everything to try to negotiate to get the hostages back after he lost his election. Then this is what happened. Ronald Reagan came in and illegally sold weapons to Hezbollah so they can get the hostages back. Oh. Yeah. So, for example, but they'll just do that shit. Like, they would make Soleimani look like a hero, when really he's not really a hero, and stuff like that. So, really, it's showing that this kind of pokes a hole through their claims and shit. And this is why you should not listen to the Gray Zone, really, at all. Because they're just counterproductive to the movement. So let's say if I want to do a whole damn meeting with all the lefty YouTubers, guess who I would exclude? David Pacman. Destiny. Who else would I exclude? Oh yeah, I would exclude the Gray Zone. Yeah, I would exclude these three and other fucking centrists. But like, I would add the major YouTubers. Oh yeah, you know who else I would exclude? I would exclude Adam Green, because literally, like, fuck him. He's really, like, full of shit, really. Like, he tries to gaslight your ass. But you know who I would include? I would include Sagar, I would include Crystal, I would include, Kyle Kalinske, Katie Halper, Jimmy Dore, Cenk Uygur, Anna Kasparian, Brooke Thomas, John Iderola, J.R. Jackson, Benjamin Dixon, RedTube YouTubers like Sean, and PhilosophyTube, as well as the Cravenacle, and a bunch of YouTubers to talk about, and the Surfs as well, and etc., to come on to basically talk about all this shit that's going on and how we can try to help with that, help us take over the country, and help us take over places internationally. We need to focus on how we can do that and to unite, basically, try to do that. Like, basically our own intellectual dark web, but it's not like a group. It's not like a whole, like, what you saw with Sam Harris, all those other people were included. Not like that, not like a collective. It's a group. It's a group of all progressive YouTubers from all different backgrounds. Also, I want to be included in this shit, because I'm the one who brought up this idea. I want to bring communist YouTubers as well, to bring up communism and socialism into the table, because I think we should also have a seat on the table as well. But you know who would also I exclude if it came to elected politicians I would bring? You know who I'd exclude? I'd exclude fucking Elizabeth Warren, because fuck her. Literally, fuck her. She's not gonna help us. And literally, if Cenk Uygur, like, I have some criticism of Cenk Uygur and stuff like that, but they're gonna be good criticisms and shit. Also, I would criticize Sam Cedar and shit, but I don't know how I'm gonna keep them in a Zoom chat. Jimmy Dore and Sam Cedar, but in a Zoom chat together. But I would say this. Okay, turn off your cameras if you're on the Sam Cedar side, and turn off your cameras if you're on the Jimmy Dore side. Keep your cameras on if you're on Jimmy Dore's side. Turn your cameras off if you're not on Jimmy Dore's side. If you're on Sam Cedar's side. And basically, talk about how we need to fucking fix our systems and shit. Everything. But, really, the gray zone's really being counterproductive when it comes to what we want to fix, what we want to fucking do to basically fix these economic systems to actually benefit the majority, not the fucking 1% shit. For real. And how we can fight back against the algorithms, fucking the right, the conservatives like Ben Shapiro and the Republicans and the establishment as well. To do that. Bring up that shit. But, like, that's what we should do. Like, bring that shit up. And find the way to basically try to do anything we can to basically build up new media. So literally, the gray zone's basically an equivalent of MSNBC. Like, for real. It's like, they're like doing the same thing, like saying, oh, the Iraq War was justified and lying about it, but different. It's like saying the hyperinflation crisis is not happening in Venezuela. It's like that, denying the Iraq War. It's really like that. But also, I'd bring on atheist YouTubers as well, like Jimmy Snow, Generally Modified Skeptic. Also, you know who else I would exclude? I would exclude Sam Harris. Because fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. He literally thinks Bloomberg would do better against Trump. Oof. Yeah. But I would say this. Okay, everybody, we need to get over our criticisms. We need to find a way to actually fucking solve our solutions and do our problems. But yeah. So, as a conclusion, do not listen to the gray zone. Unsubscribe to them. Show people that they're actually fucking doing the opposite. They're counterproductive. But thanks for watching, my fellow communists. And goodbye. Bye-bye.